Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a Get It Scrapped layout. For this one, I was challenged to play with title orientation, and I had these 4 cute photos that I wanted to scrapbook of my kids, and this was a while ago. This was back in 2009. So they were, I think, 5 and 3. And they just were the best of buds, and they loved playing and hanging out with each other. And this one night, we were just getting ready for bed, and they were just being so stinking cute. So I snapped some photos, and I just thought they were perfect. So I think I'd been watching YouTube or a movie or something, and I thought, or I came up with the title Wild About You. And when I saw these photos, I knew immediately that I had to use them and that was going to be the title. So here you can see I'm matting the photos on some yellow paper. Well, I'm matting them on white and then yellow, and I'm using my Close to My Heart outdoor denim ink to ink the edges of all of the papers. Okay, so now here you can see that I have already matted the white and then the yellow pattern papers behind the photos, each one of the photos, and inked the edges. And now here I'm just adding another layer behind the photos. I felt like there needed to be something else, another pattern or something behind the photos. And so here I'm going to start gluing everything down, and yeah, just start gluing everything down. I think, I remember what I was going to do. So here I actually decide I need a resting area for my title, and I knew that I wanted the word wild to be at the very top, so I'm going to have it hang out on top of that banner. And then the word about, I wanted to have it start underneath that banner and go all the way down. And I don't know if that really makes sense, but then the word you, I wanted in the same in the same area as at the top where there's the banner at the bottom. I don't know if that makes sense. Sorry, it's late and I'm super tired, so I'm not sure I'm really all here. Probably shouldn't be doing this voiceover right now, but I wanted to get it done so that I could get this video up for you guys to see. So here I'm going to start gluing all the photos and everything down, and this layout turned out so awesome. I just absolutely love how it turned out. And I wasn't sure about it at first, since my assignment was to play with title orientation, and you know, it's just, I'm used to not doing anything exciting with the title. Like, I just put it down and I find a good place for it and everything, but I wanted to be really creative with this, and I wasn't super duper creative. Like, I saw some of the other design team members' layouts and I was like, OMG. Like, I was totally blown away. So I will leave a link below to the Get It Scrapped blog post, but you need to go and check out the other layouts because the ladies on the team just did amazing with this assignment. Okay, so I did use a little bit of that Snowstorm Shimmers paint, which is a white spray mist, and you can't even really tell, but it's all good. I'm glad that I did it anyway. So I'm going to add that doily right there to be part of the title cluster, and I'm going to glue down the banners down here on the bottom. And here is where I'm going to decide what color I want the letters to be. So here I'm thinking I want it to be orange because of the colors of my kids' pajamas. But I do orange and I just don't really like it. it just didn't go well with the rest of the layout. Like, it went okay, but it just wasn't, I don't know. It just wasn't right. It didn't work right. So I am actually going to keep going with trying to do the orangish, yellow, red color, and it's just not standing out. And I think that was the biggest problem, is it looked good, it just wasn't standing out. It wasn't dark enough is what it was. So here I am going to decide, I really like how the gray looks. So I'm going to pull out, I think it's Heidi Swap Tinsel is what it's called. And I am going to use that to color the Y and the U, because I already had the O already done. So I'm off to the side doing that right now, and I will come back and have it all done. Okay, now here you can see I am moving on to the word about, and I am going to use this super old thicker set, and this one is actually a DIY thickers, and you're supposed to peel off the top part of the thicker because it is actually sticky on top, so you can make it like you can DIY it with glitter or anything else that you want. Here I am actually going to decide just to use acrylic paint and paint each one of the letters. So I'm not going to make you sit and watch this because, I mean, it always takes forever to get stuff like this done, right? But I really, really love how this turns out. I wasn't quite sure as I was doing it if it would look good and if I would like it, but I'm glad I stuck with it because it really pops off the page. Okay, so now you can see that I am moving on to the embellishing, and I am going to decide to use, I think, just this. There's a couple hearts, maybe? No, maybe not. I'm pulling out some of the Maggie Holmes Shine collection, and I'm going to layer with it. And I really love how this works out. I just kind of pull out a few different pieces, and I'm sticking them in randomly around the layout just to create some layers and different textures and colors and things. So now I am going to pull the word about off of that piece where it had been drying, and I'm just going to kind of play with it. So my idea with the title on this one was there are so many pictures that I wanted your eye to follow the pictures down, and with having the title orientation be the way that it is right now, that helps your eye follow the photos from the top left hand all the way down to the bottom right hand, because you're looking at the photos and reading the title, and when you're done reading the title you end up at the bottom of the layout. And so that was just kind of really, that was my whole intention behind this layout and the title orientation for this layout. And I really am very happy with how this layout turned out. It was a lot of fun to play and to make. Okay, so now here you can see that I am going to try this different alpha, and I put the word about, or I put it down, and I decide no, it really doesn't look right. It's kind of like a peachy pink. It just didn't stand out as much as the yellow alpha did. And so I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to decide, no, it just does not look right. And I'm so glad that I decided not to go with the peachy pink alpha. So here you can see I'm going to put that word down, and then I think I'm going to glue down the word wild with my liquid glue, and that is going to be the end of the layout. thank you so much for watching today. And like I said earlier, make sure that you head on over to the Get It Scrapped blog, because you do not want to miss the other layouts made by the wonderful design team members, because honestly, they are just amazing. I love being on the Get It Scrapped team. It is so fun and just awesome. And it's just really awesome. So here you can see I'm using some of these old cork hearts, and those I think are from Pink Paisley. And then I'm also going to stick in part of this flower, and that is from the Maggie Holmes Shine collection, I believe. And I'm going to just glue those down, and that is going to be it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you again soon. Bye!